Begin it with a moment of silence. Thank you. Board members, you've been provided the agenda for this evening's meeting. Do I hear a motion to approve this evening's agenda? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion or use of the agenda needed at this time? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving tonight's agenda, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Agenda has been approved. Item number 2 is to approve the minutes from the December 12th and January 13th meetings. Board members, you have provided those meeting minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve them? Second. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion or edits needed at this time? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the minutes, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Minutes have been approved. Next is financial statements, and for that, I'll turn it over to Ms. Thomas.
Board members, you have been,
Minutes have been approved. Next is financial statements, and for that, I'll turn it over to Ms. Thomas.
board members, you have been provided with the bills and accounts payables or financial statements and bank reconciliations for the month of December of 2022, highlighting for the period of utilities of October the 13th through November the 14th were $25,148.93, which was a 5.6% decrease over the same period last year. Sales tax for the month of December are estimated to be $322,000, which is 11.7% decrease compared to the same period from a year ago. If there are no questions, I submit a monthly financial report for December of 2022 and recommend its approval.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Do I hear a motion to approve these financial statements? Do I hear a second? Second. Any discussion? The sales tax, I know we were waiting on that. Do we have?
Yes, we still haven't gotten it
Okay,
yet.
so
Yeah,
that's,
she's still waiting on
that's
it.
an average of the last.
Yes,
5 years.
exactly.
Okay. We have, I know we've been waiting on it in previous meetings. Do we have any indication?
She just said she just fell back from this year's what estimate to be. And unfortunately, she didn't give us tonight. She has another meeting, but that's how she, I can't.
In terms of the revenue dollars, lines, do we have any?
I think there was some corrections that needed to be made.
On
Very.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor of approving these financial statements, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Financial statements have been approved. Item number 4 is to approve the out of district policy, and again, I'll turn that over to Mrs. Thomas.
Board members, you have been provided our out-of-district policy, and so we're asking that we are able to approve this due to the fact that sometimes the situations that we get are somewhat costly, just depending on the needs of the students that are out of district. And this allow us to have a little bit more control over the students that are coming to us from out of district. And so we're asking if you all agree that we approve based on the considerations that we will be asking for those individuals.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Do I hear a motion to approve this new policy? Hear a second. Any questions or comments at this time? Just for clear, I said new policy, not a new policy. This is
Yes,
modification.
yes, absolutely.
Can you just briefly summarize what the modifications are?
Yes, these criteria that is listed here was not there before. We would just let them come in and pay the out-of-district fee, and that pretty much would be it. But again, sometimes the situations that we get are a little costly based on some of our kids and their accommodations that are needed. And so again, this will give us a little bit more control with these criteria in place and then process so that we'll know ahead of time what we're dealing with. And then us having that control over whether or not we're going to allow them in based on whatever that situation may be, based on these criteria in place.
I just have a simple question. Now, whenever they come in from out of district, do they go through and consult with us before they leave their other school? Because I was worried about the timeline, maybe they're already left their other school or.
It's for the most part, like the other students that are in our district, as far as newly enrolling in our school, they just go through that process. There's nothing else that they have to do prior to. But now that is why we're doing this update, so they can go through a process before we approve them coming into our schools.
So how long do you think that will be to that?
This process in place. I would say, it just depends on what the needs are. We would try to, kind of go maybe into an executive session to kind of give you a little background of those individuals, so you will have a little heads up on what you're approving or not approving for those kids. Or as far as the turnaround time, I don't foresee it being a long process.
Any other questions or comments? Got one problem. Unless you don't interfere with me. All right. Hearing none, all those in favor of approving this new or excuse me, updated out of district policy, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The out of district policy has been modified. Item number 5 is Ms. Lee with the Charles Henderson High School cheer.
All right, at this time, I'll turn it over to Mrs. Lee.
Sorry, guys, I was getting the cheerleaders set up at the basketball game. Okay, so I am here, because we are going to nationals in just a few short weeks with the Charles Henderson High School cheer team. We have been to 3 competitions so far, a regional competition for both state and nationals, as well as the state final competition. And this is our 2nd year going to the UCA High School Nationals, which is in Orlando at Walt Disney World. So with it being in Disney World, I'm sure y'all can see that it would be very expensive for our girls to go, and we've been trying to raise that money, and that is why I'm here to help us in those efforts to raise funds. So there's a little bit less coming out of those girls' pockets, so they can help us to go and represent not only Charles Henderson, but the city of Troy as well. We are one of the few teams that compete at a national level. And it's a huge deal. And last year they had a great time, as well as represented, oh, wow.
She's on a time.
Okay. As well as represented the school very well. We were 0.2 points away from making it to the finals. And so this year I'm out of 0.2 to remember those things and make it all the way to the finals. And I think that this team really has that potential. We just need a little bit of help to make our dreams possible. And so that is why I'm here.
All right. So, obviously, as she said, this trip is very costly. And so she is asking that we, as a board, assist in some of the cost to offset some of the costs that they will incur. And so I've already been in conversation with our PSFO, and we are agreeing to help them to help.
So we will be doing 2 things. But I would need a motion for, I would need a motion for the expenditures as well as to approve the out-of-state travel.
Yes, absolutely.
Board members, would anyone like to put that into a motion?
If I can, I will.
Okay.
I have a cheerleader, but.
Yeah, I'll do it. I move to allocate the funds necessary to support Charles Henderson High School cheerleaders.
Okay.
To go to nationals.
All right. So board members, you've heard this motion. Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion or questions for Mrs. Thomas or Mrs. Lee?
We included the travel.
Yes.
Really?
Do we need them separate or?
I think you should have 4 Orlando,
Yeah,
so that would be,
Right.
yeah.
I think that was surprising.
All right.
Okay. All right. So no questions, no further discussion. So all those in favor of approving this out-of-state travel as well as the expenditures that Mrs. Thomas outlined, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay. Go to Orlando and win.
Yes. And win.
All right. Item number 6 is the recognition of Teachers of the Year from the Charles Henderson High School, Charles Henderson Middle School, and Troy Elementary School. And can I turn it over to Mrs. Hollis?
Yes, this is a very special group of, we are recognizing this afternoon. And if they will, if Mrs. Yance will come forward from Troy Elementary School, and I'm making a little assistance. Mr. Shook, I'll show it from middle school, and Mrs. Amy Rader, Charles Henderson High School, come forward, please. And Yance. We all know how challenging you all's responsibilities are each and every day, especially coming off of what we've been dealing with for the last 2 or 3 years. And your peers thought very honorable of you guys for this position. And I too believe that you deserve this because I know how outstanding of teachers that you are. And we appreciate everything you do each and every day for the children in this community. So thank you very much for what you do for our children in this community. And I'm going to read hers, and you all obviously, the only difference is the names. And it says, Troy Elementary School, Charles Henderson Middle School, Charles Henderson High School, 2022-2023 Teacher of the Year is hereby presented to Shelby Yance, Kyle Schul, and Amy Rader, presented this 19th day of January 2023. We're gonna do a photo, but we also have an extra basket for you guys as well.
Thank you.
All right, let's take
That's
that.
okay.
There we go.
Switch together.
And just on behalf of the board, I'd like to say congratulations. I know it's always good to be recognized, but it's probably most rewarding when you get recognized by your peers. And so we want to celebrate you and celebrate the fact that your peers recognize you as outstanding teachers for your respective schools. Okay, item number 7 is the recognition of board members for board appreciation.
We have a special group of people. You know, as my predecessor used to say, that this is a thankless job, and you all do each and every day, and for making decisions on behalf of our students, our administrators, and people like this staff. And sometimes the decisions you have to make is not easy. You're always supportive, and this month of January being set aside for board appreciation month. And the things that we have for you are just a little token of appreciation for you guys. We wish we could give you a trip to Paris or something because you're so deserving. But we do appreciate everything you do for the children in this community, as well as the administration and teachers in this community. Thank you so much for all you do. I know sometimes the discussions that we have to have are easy, but you guys are up for the challenge and making sure that children have appreciated guys. And on behalf of the mayor of the city of Troy, I have written a proclamation to you guys, and I have to read it. So just bear with me. Proclamation 2023 School Board Member Recognition Month. Whereas the Troy City Council and Mayor Jason A. Reeves recognizes the importance of public education in our community, and in doing so, appoint school board members to set in trust for their diverse communities, and in that capacity are charged with meeting the community's expectations, aspirations for the public education of their children. And whereas school board members are entrusted with the guardianship and the wise that ensures the effective and efficient operation of their districts. And whereas school board members adopt policies to give voice to the leadership and employ a superintendent to administer board policy and are also responsible for the regular monitoring of the district's performance and compliance with policies. And whereas Troy City Schools Board Education members Jacqueline Patterson, Maxine Hollis, Jonathan Seelig, Bo Coppage, and Zach Spann deserve recognition and thanks for their countless hours of volunteer service to public education and the children of our city. Now therefore, I, Jason A. Reeves, Mayor of the City of Troy, and on behalf of the Troy City Council, do hereby recognize and salute the members of the Alabama Association of School Boards, District 3, and the Troy City Board of Education by proclaiming January 2023 as School Board Recognition Month. Honorable Jason A. Reeves. So thank you guys so much. And I guess, we'll just put this over here. Thank you guys. We do appreciate everything you do for us on a daily basis. Again, this is just a little token of appreciation from all of our schools, the high school, middle school, elementary school, and career tech, to show you how much we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys could gather behind your chair, so we'll do this. Get you ready, quick. Maybe holding your basket. Oh, yes. One more thing, Mr. McWhorter. Mr. Lindsay. And this is a certificate for Mr. Zach Spann, Ms. Jacqueline Patterson, Dr. Jonathan Seelig, Mrs. Maxine Hollis. I'm gonna hold yours just to read it real quick. The Troy City Schools 2022-23 Board Member Recognition is hereby presented to Bo Coppage, Maxine Hollis, Dr. Jonathan Seelig, Jacqueline Patterson, and Zach Spann, presented this 19th day of January of 2020.
Yeah. Squish.
Can we get one more of them holding their basket?
Yeah, absolutely. But
So if they can just put that down and grab the basket.
If you move the chairs back a little
Yeah.
bit, so they won't be.
Hold on, Mr. Collins. Hold on, Mr. Collins, you got it wrong.
Would you mind down here? I think it'll be a better picture if you're not there.
Go see you down there. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
what is it?
Hang on.
Sorry.
You know, I guess I'm a little out of order here, but if each principal would like to say something in reference to the token of appreciation from the school. Sure.
Yeah, thank you so very much for your service. I will say our gift has a little bit of an ulterior motive to it, so make sure you read the little scroll in there. There's one that says, if you give a board member a book, it has some little instructions in there. And we appreciate you greatly for everything you do to support our schools.
On behalf of Charleston's Middle School, we want to say thank you as well, from the bottom of our hearts, for all that you do throughout the day, the year, the month. We just want to say you support us in so many different ways. And we just wanted to give you a token of appreciation from our school, from the students, the faculty, and staff. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you.
And last but not least, Ms. Bates.
Hey, Mr. Knox.
Hey, Mr.
High school appreciates everything you do. As always, we have several snacks from our culinary department. And then usually we do something from our art department, but we did a little something different this year in the packages. It's something, I'll let you guys open it, but it's kind of artistic and pretty special from our faculty and staff. Thank you.
All right. Last but not least.
Everybody said, we really appreciate you on everything you do for us. And as some of y'all know, I put the procrastination a lot of times. So a couple of years ago, y'all got a door hanger with Troy City emblem and Troy City schools around it. We shrunk that down this year and turned it into a coaster. So, but look, you can set your drink on it and still read Troy City schools. Well shot, the kids are moving.
Yeah, I make sure my husband is.
All right, well, I was just recovering from the holidays, but.
All right. Thank you all for your kind words and your recognition of board members. And I'd just like to say thank you to my fellow board members for all that they do. Item number 8 is personnel. And for that, I'll turn it over to Mrs. Thomas.
Board members, you have the personnel action before you. If there are no questions, I ask you to approve personnel at this time.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Do I hear a motion to approve these personnel actions? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion at this time?
We are super excited about all of those.
They're all needed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor of approving these personnel actions, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Personnel actions have been approved. Actions, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Personnel actions have been approved. Item number 9 is delegations. Students, we have it this evening? Okay, thank you. Item number 10 is board member comments, and for that, we'll start over to my left, your right, with Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you as a baby board member. I'm not worthy of these gifts or honor quite yet, and don't know if I'll ever be. I think it would be fitting for me to disassemble these baskets and distribute these things among our staff and teachers and central office staff, because y'all do the day-to-day hard work. And not only as a board member, but as a parent, I can't express enough how much I appreciate what you do and how much I question how you're able to do what you do every day, all day long. So really just appreciate y'all for everything that you do. I also like to express some excitement as a board member. I feel like in our community and as a central office and board among our administrators and teachers and parents, there's a new spirit of collaboration that's exciting. And I think owes to the servant-hearted humility of Ms. Thomas. And I'm excited about that and really hopeful to continue to progress and develop as a system.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
It's something that I appreciate and I enjoy. And I enjoy the working relationship that each of the board members here, that we have with each other, along with the central office and the superintendent. And thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Patterson. Ms. Halls?
I'd just like to say thank you again. As Mr. Span said, I'm not sure I'm worthy, even though this is my 3rd year, but it's so nice to be thought of, and thank you. And I'm just awesomely proud of the system, of what we're becoming and how we're growing together, and that's a really important thing. So just thank you for everything that you do, from the smallest person to the janitorial person to Ms. Thomas and her staff. We just humbly
Thank you, Mrs. Hall. Mr. Carpich?
First of all, I'd just like to thank everybody for being here. It's a lot nicer coming in and seeing the room full of teachers and, people, than having an empty one. And a lot of times we'll have it to be just us and the central staff, sometimes, but, it's good to see this much support and, hope that continues. But, it's good to see this much support and, hope that continues. I'd like to thank Miss Lee. She may have already gone back to the game, but congratulate the cheerleaders. Like I said, I have one, so, and, Dr. Taylor has one. And drink water, and we got several here, so I'll be rooting them on. But, want y'all's prayers for their safe travels. Also like to congratulate the Teachers of the Year. Congratulations. That's a nice honor. Like Dr. Stevens said, especially when it's from your peers. So I'd like to congratulate the boys basketball team. I believe I read were their area champs. Is that correct?
They are.
And the girls have also done a great job.
Yep, they've had a good season so far.
Yes, I hope to try to make the boys game shortly after this. And also thank you all for the gifts. It's a fun month every year. So thank you.
And for me, I would like to echo what they've all said. I just appreciate the fact that we're continuing to grow together as a board and as a system, and we are continuing our learning of our students, and we're students of our students, and I think that's important as we seek to serve them as well as their families as we move forward. And I know that the best days for City Schools are ahead of us, and I look forward to continued partnership with each of you all to achieve what our vision is, which is excellence in all facets of our school system. I'd like to say congratulations to the AP programs. What our vision is, which is excellence in all facets of our school system. I'd like to say congratulations to the AP program at Charles Henderson High School and the recent recognition that you all received for women achievement. I got two little girls that are going to be at Charles Henderson soon, so I'm excited about that. And want to congratulate the cheer team and their achievements and wish them luck at nationals. Beta Club at the middle school will be traveling here within the next month or so. And I know they always represent us well and bring back lots of hardware, and I'm excited to see their achievements and hear their success. And next week is the 100th day of school.
Yes.
We're halfway, guys. So we're on the backside of it. So let's all hang in here for the remaining time period and remain committed to the cause of serving our children, which I don't think there's any higher call that we can fulfill here in Troy. And I want to congratulate the Teacher of the Years. Well deserved, and then thank Mrs. Thomas and her staff. And I want to congratulate the Teacher of the Years. Well deserved, and then thank Mrs. Thomas and her staff for all they do each month.
All right, I guess that's me. I'm up next. I too would like to, as I often try to do, thank the teachers and administration and the board members as well, because if it wasn't for all of us working together, we couldn't see the successes that we have seen in our school system. I am extremely proud and honored to have each of you on my team. Because again, I do believe there's no I in team. We all have to work together to get it done. And I think you guys have been up for the challenge. We're making progress. We're just gonna have to keep moving and we will get there. I am very, very sure that we will get there, working together. I couldn't do this job without you guys. You are in the trenches working hard every day. And I believe you me, I know you're working hard. So don't beat up on yourself. Just know that I see what you're doing and I'm appreciative of what you're doing for our boys and girls each and every day. Administrators, I know your jobs are not easy. I get a little emotional when I talk about you guys because again, I truly believe that you have the best interests of our children at heart. I really do believe that. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you do every day. It hasn't been easy, but if you just keep pushing forward, We will get there. We will get there. I also would like to recognize the Beta Club. I think it's next month that they have a competition. Culinary arts. I think it's next month as well. We'll be going to Huntsville and they will be coming to you guys as well. And then there is the basketball team that are doing great things. So I know we have a lot of great things going on academically as well as athletically. We just gotta believe that. And we just gotta keep moving and we will get there. And thank you guys so much for what you do for our children and teachers every day. Some of the conversations, as I mentioned earlier, are not always easy as it relates to you all having to make decisions. But I do know that you have our children's best interests at heart as well. And you want what's best for the school system. I see it and I hear it every day. So thank you for your unwavering support each and every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I made it through it. They know I've been, Dr. Armstrong and Dr. Taylor know I've been very emotional all day. So, yeah.
So thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Last item on our agenda tonight is to adjourn.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn? I hear a second.
All right, we are adjourned.
Everyone has a great evening.
But the teachers of the year, please, it's the second, one.